our lives. Our lives are dependent on the plastics. For example, I already drank some bottle of water in the school. It's composed by plastics. And I can see many things around me which are composed by the plastics. But these plastics, we are using plastics, and those plastics produce the microplastics, which would be great threat to ecosystem and to us. According to report from University of Auckland, March 8, 2023 says 358 trillions of microplastics are floating on the oceans. And there are much more microplastics under the ocean, and they can't count how much of these are exist in our oceans. Today, I will argue about the microplastics would be huge threat our humans. I will talking about the three perspectives of microplastics. First one is the problem. The microplastic is increasing and it is harmful. Second perspective is why we are concerned about the microplastic. And third, the solution, how do we reduce the microplastic around us? Let's talk about it. According to National Ocean Service, June 16, 2024 says microplastics are small plastic pieces less than 5 millimeter long. And it is huge threat of oceans and animal species. These microplastics under the 5 millimeters, we are not able to see those microplastics, but there are over trillions of microplastics and exist and have negative impacts on the animal species. Then why those microplastics are harmful to us? Researchers from Polytechnic University of March said to 26th May 2020 says microplastic is potential threat to conservation of biodiversity and the ecosystem. And they also said it has negative impacts to phytoplankton and zooplankton in the molecular level or the population level. And those planktons maintaining the ocean ecosystem, and they are prey of lots of fish species. And those fish species which eat the plankton, which have the microplastics, our human, is eating the fishes which eat the microplastics and the plankton. And these microplastics are more critical to human species. According to Harvard Medicine articles, May 16, 2023 says studies indicates that microplastic can cause oxidation damage, DNA, and gene damage, which is known to the cause of the cancers. So, according to this article, the microplastic can be a reason that produce cancer cells, and we might be dead because of the microplastics. Then how to reduce those microplastics around us? According to California Ocean Protection Council, September 13, 2024 says eliminate plastics waste from the production sites, like the manufacturing factory, or yeah, some kind of factory, but they should be eliminated from their production site process. And our council and our government should make the regulation to control the microplastics. And second, they said intervention within the pathway that mobilize the microplastics. So our liver and water production, those paths which can impact on the microplastics, we can intervention into those mobilization paths, and that could be reduce the microplastics. So I was talking about the three perspective of microplastics. First one is problem. Plastics are increasing and it can be harmful. Secondly, is why we are concerned about the microplastic as the aspect of the fishes, ocean ecosystems, and aspect from of the humans. And last one was solutions. The regulations can be reduced microplastics from our mobilized pets and the production. With these careful acts and behavior, I believe that we can reduce the microplastic around us. So the researcher of our previous research, which was University of Auckland, which said 358 trillions of plastics on the ocean. They also says we they demand the urgent international policy to reduce the microplastics. We need to make a policy to reduce the microplastics, and this way it can save our lives and health from the microplastics.